Good afternoon. It is Real Estate Tips Tuesday, and this week's tips is going to be about mortgages. So there's been a lot of talk about mortgages lately, about what it's doing, if it's going up, going down, or what the rate is today. So it's all very complicated, and it changes daily, if not hourly. So to answer some of these questions, yes, it's going down, yes, it's going up, and it could change within the hour. So your best bet is to use some of the tools that are out there. There are some definite tools on lending websites that can give you a mortgage calculator um, based on where you live and what you're looking for. So you can go out there and use those tools. Wells Fargo's has a mortgage rate calculator on their website as well as some other websites. So go out there and look at those because definitely they change daily or hourly. But to answer some of the questions is yes, they have gone down. They kind of fluctuate with the 10-year Treasury yield, which has been hovering around 1% lately. And so, but you won't typically see a 1% mortgage rate because banks or lenders are going to tack on their fee as well for servicing the loan. So if the fee out there in the Fed Reserve is 1%, you're still looking at 2% because the bank is going to tack on at least a percentage fee for servicing that loan. So don't get excited about 1% or 0% interest rate. You probably won't ever see that. With that being said, if you're looking to buy a home, then there are the 10 commandments, as we say in the industry, to follow so that you can actually get approved for a loan. I have included those 10 commandments down below in the description part of this video so that you can see what they are. Typically, they're going to be just some common sense stuff like don't go out and buy a big car, don't spend a lot of money on your credit cards, make sure you have payment history, such as payment history for on rent or car payments or credit card payments. Lenders want to see that you have a history of paying on time and the right amount or the amount owed. Basically, you want to just kind of keep that up to date. If you don't have any of that, hopefully you have a big lump sum of money that you're going to put down on a house, or you have a cosigner that can show that they have a renter history, or a payment history. But if you already have a loan, then you're kind of asking, what are my options for my mortgage? My mortgage is a little too high. So there's a lot of different options out there, refinancing being one of them, which has been the one that's been driving up the mortgage rates because there's been an influx and a lot of people out there wanting to get refinanced to get that lower rate. So that is definitely something to look into. But if you're not going to stay in that home for very much longer, then maybe refinancing isn't the option for you because the rates that the bank charges or the fees that they charge to refinance your loan might be higher than the amount that you might actually save on your mortgage. So you definitely want to look into that and see what the fees are based on how long you're going to stay there. Because if you're only going to stay there a year and it costs you an X amount of money to refinance that loan, and it will take at least 2 years to recoup that money, it might not be worth you going out and refinancing your loan. There's also some other options if you have some equity in your loan. So say you put a large sum of money down on your down payment, and you've lived there for a year or more and you have some equity built up, you can do a couple of other different things like taking out a second mortgage, doing a HELOC, which is a home equity line of credit, or you can do a cash out refi. So these are all different variations of being able to tap into your home's equity. So you need to talk to your lender about them because they each have different pros and cons to them. You know, pros of being able to use that money, but the cons being variable fixed rates or renegotiating your original loan. And so you need to be aware of all of those different types of payments and fees and mortgage rates associated with each one of those different types of loans. If you have any questions on these topics, please contact me through my social pages. And if you like this page, please press the like button and subscribe so that you can get updates weekly, and have a happy and safe rest of the week.